Hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number... Oh man. 245, and today I read you Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock. It's time to read. So let's read it now, shall we? See what we got for us. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock, it's time to read. Written and illustrated by my friend Devon Miller. And here goes the cover part, and here we go in that. And by the way, I was so tired, and I couldn't do any more videos today. Besides some Blue's Goose Jokes, episode number 33 today, because I was getting exhausted. So, there you go. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock and Little Ricky are on their way to the library. Okay. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock is returning a book while Little Ricky is playing a video game. Well, it makes sense anyway, even though it's a great idea to make that video game even more sense. So, there you go on that. Next page. Anyway. I just love the library. Don't you, Ricky? Asked Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock. Little Ricky has never been to the library before. Wow. Okay. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock will normally come to the library while Little Ricky's in school. Yes, okay. But today he wanted to bring him along. Yes, okay. I don't see why it's so great about the library. The library is lame. Okay. Little Ricky says he focuses more on his video game. Anyway, lame. The library? Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock said in shock. Sorry to hear that tapping noise in the background. But anyway, the library is a wonderful place full of books to read and stories to tell. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock continued to excitedly as he opened the door to the library. But remember, Ricky, when we enter the library, we have to remember to be... Yes, exactly. At least do something about this whole book experiences. At least do something about this. Media experience, like books. And everything like that, you know. That's just me. Next page. Anyway. Quiet. High school. Wow. Okay. Okay, all this makes sense now, so there you go. The clocks can be all shushing about it, so there you go. Book of the day. Next page. Anyway. Ricky, when we are in the library, it's important to use their indoor voices so we don't disturb others while we're reading. You know, it kind of reminds me of in the episode of, I don't know what's it called, the show where people prank on people, and then it's on True TV, you know. But it has to do with, Practical Jokers, okay. But it has to do with library people being shush, and then all of a sudden, never mind shush, blah, blah, and then all of a sudden be a prank, and go, ooh, there's something funny, and people laugh, and commentators are like, ha, 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 like that, but, you know, that's just me. So, in the library, well, I was at South Carolina, and people are trying to goof around, you know, like running gags and jokes while people at the library doing reading, and I'll start to feel like laughing, and people they were shush or not shush. People were thinking it's shush, and later in the episode they do a hockey game. That's just me. Anyway, let's not get off topic. But anyway. Mr. Tickety-Toc Clock said softly. Anyway, Mr. Tickety-Toc went with Little Ricky to the front desk to return the book he bought. Okay. Hi there, Vanessa. Mr. Tickety-Toc said, I'm here to return the book I bought. Come on, be a body difference. Anyway. We'll have to read a body difference. Anyway. Did you enjoy the book? Vanessa asked. Wow. The librarian difference. Anyway, it kind of reminds me of a recent episode called The Library. I don't remember the name of the episode. The Library Kid episode. Yeah. Anyway, okay. It was very good, Mr. Tickety-Toc said. Happily. Oh, and this is my son, Little Ricky. But I'm along with me today. Wow. Nice to meet you, Little Ricky. I'm Vanessa, the librarian. I don't remember the episode, unfortunately, but anyway. She said, anyway. Little Ricky wasn't paying attention. He was busy playing his video game. Well, unfortunately, you gotta be busy. You gotta be busy with books, not just video games. And computers like me. And work on film and TV shows like me. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. While I'm here in the library, I would like to check out now another book. Wow. Wow. Anyway, Mr. Tickety-Toc said, did someone say check out the book? I can help with that. A voice said, excited to help. Oh, hello there, buddy Bookworm. Mr. Tickety-Toc greeted. And yes, I would like to check out a book. Reminds me of Mr. Booker T. Bookworm from Barney and Friends. And one time, David Downs told me, don't push it, kid. I'm like, sorry, I didn't know. But anyway, okay, move on. Next, I hope we have a book that we are looking for. This I said as she walked toward the bookshelf. Wow, books from our library have been disappearing. Jeez. Anyway, it seems that we have a book sleeve in our hands. Jeez. Just tell me the book when you want, and I'll see what I can. It's still here. Buddy said. Mr. Tickety-Toc told Buddy the book, and he wanted, and off Buddy went to look for it. Wow. It all makes sense now, even though it's a great experience to say, you're a thief. It all makes sense now, so there you go. So, there you go on that. Next page. Anyway, we're on the 10th page now. But anyway. I just want to play my video game. Anyway, while we wait, would you like to check out a book, Ricky? Asked Mr. Tickety-Toc. Wow, you noisy. Anyway, no, I don't. I just want to play my video game. Ricky Howard. Shh, into a voice the young man politely said. Exactly. Ricky, your game is right there. Mr. Tickety-Toc said, wow. Okay. The battery died. Ricky said sadly. Jesus. Anyway, I know you want to go home and recharge and play your game. But look at all the fun we can have with these books. Mr. Tickety-Toc said excitedly as we pull a book off the shelf to give it to little Ricky. Yes, exactly. Little Ricky read the first words in the book. He then imagined himself at a jungle hunt. It kind of reminds me of the Jungle difference with the whole safari with the Jungle Book of 1967 movie, The Jungle Book from Disney. Next page. Anyway, what do you like about video games? Asked Mr. Tickety-Toc. I like the action scenes and the moving pictures. Ricky said. Now, at the time, yes, I'm looking more of the movie books rather than while reading the books and details. I'll have to buy a movie making nerd soon, but right now it's just it could be anything media where you want to be, but right now it's just not the best time right now. But anyway, the book has lots of pictures as well. Mrs. Tickety-Toc said. Mrs. Tickety-Toc pulled another book off of the shelf and showed pictures show the pictures to Ricky. Okay. Makes sense anyway. And I know you like to play video games with a friend. You can also read it with a friend. You can read alone, or you can read standing up. You can read sitting down. There's so many different ways to read. Like I was taping during bedtime stories, there are so many ways to read. To some people, like me. That's just me. Next page. Anyway, story time, okay? But when someone's your age, you can read in an area with a whole bunch of kids. In story time, Mr. Tickety-Toc said, I can't pronounce his words, sorry. Story time question, little Ricky. That's right, continued Mr. Tickety-Toc. And speaking of story time for what? Ring, ring. It's time. Now, the whole difference is that Mr. Tickety-Toc really is something to do with the story, And, you know what, it is kind of different, It's kind of like that, and it will be time to read, like, difference from the whole thing. So, there you go. If you watch Devon, it's viewed by... Next page. Anyway, it's story time. It's story time. Sorry. Shh. Yeah. I don't know what to do next. The whole shouting thing won't be necessary. Mr. Tickety-Toc. Sorry. So there you go. Next page. Anyway. Mr. Tickety-Toc. Do you think you can read the children for me? I'm helping Sophia look for a book, Vanessa said. Wow. No problem, Mr. Tickety-Toc said. And you need my visual bag, which is full of props and costumes to help tell a story, Vanessa said. Continue, excuse me, okay, Mr. Tickety-Toc took Miss Vanessa's visual bag and walked with Little Ricky over the story time area. Wow. It all makes sense now. The story time area is just all this make more sense in any way. So there you go, not for the whole process of reading. So there you go. If you watch this Devon, it's for you, buddy. Again, so there you go. Next page. Anyway, what's an offer? Or I don't know the quotes were, but anyway. Hello, boys and girls. I'm Mr. Tickety-Toc. Today we're going to read a story called The Book Hog. The author of this book is Devon Miller. If you watch this, my friend, it's for you. But anyway, Mr. Tickety-Toc said to the children, what's an author? Asked the little girl. An author is someone who writes in all the words to the story. Mr. Tickety-Toc said as he pointed to the words on the cover. Yep. Devon is also the illustrator of the book. That means he could draw all the pictures to go along with it. Now, I was a friend of Devon's as well, so there you go on that. If you watch this, Devon's for you, buddy. But anyway, Mr. Tickety-Toc continued as he pointed to the picture of the cover. I had to agree with Devon, so there you go. And the thing is, Devon, if he watches now, the Book Hog book, it's probably the good book. I've never seen this before. That's a great idea. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, Oh wow. He was big and brown with long neck, black hair, 2 pointy ears that stuck in the air. His name was a book hog. Wow. Who was a little stinky, and it's also, of course, he was a very sneaky. Wow. Okay. Miss Tickety-Toc Clock told the tale of the warhog who stole all the books. Jeez. Haven't seen that comic. Anyway. In the library, they like to share. God, anyway. Miss Tickety-Toc Clock acted out the story with costumes and props from what Vanessa's visual bag. You know, kind of reminds me of the Timon and Pumbaa difference, and you know, it's just really one more difference on that. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyway, did you enjoy all the story, kids? Miss Tickety-Toc Clock asked. I like it, Dad, especially the pictures. Little Vicky explained. I'm glad you like it, Miss Tickety-Toc Clock said. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, out popped a bookworm from the bookshelf. Seems that I'm able to find the book you wanted, Buddy said. Don't worry, Miss Tickety-Toc Clock. We'll help you find it. Wow. Wow. They searched high, they searched low. The book didn't seem to be anywhere in the library. I didn't know what has happened, so there you go. It's just freaking told by that. It just didn't know what to do next to my friend Devon. So there you go. Next page. Anyway, hey Dad, saw something go around the corner. The pile of books. Could it be the book hog taking the books? Whoosh. Wow. I did not know what's going on in these comics. Some of me at my friend Bob's show of all of this whole thing. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyway. Wow, Ricky. You must really like that book. But look, Dad. They're taking books from the shelves and from people who are reading. Oh God, the book hog is here. Jeez. Even though that wasn't very nice, you know, it just terrifies me the most. Okay, it terrifies me the most, but did you really have to do that? Please? Thank you. Next page. Anyway, Miss Tickety-Toc Clock and Little Ricky chased after the shadow who was taking the books one by one. Zoom. Whoosh. Anyway, zoom out, the books piled up and up so high as it was and as tall as a tower. The books couldn't go through the door, and soon it became so heavy that all the books came tumbling down. Now, it was probably the worst decision ever made. I have collected the library ever since when I was a little boy. And you suddenly think you have to stop it? No. That didn't happen at all. So that makes no sense whatsoever. Next page. Anyway, look at all this mess of the books. Who's going to clean all this up? Vanessa explained. There was no need to clean up. Kids and adults pick them up. Wanted to check them out. Hey, you're not the book hog, though you explained. No, I'm sorry. My name is Andrew. I just wanted these books to myself because I love to read. Wow. Wow. Wow, that is something else besides that terrifying things. Oh man, that Andrew character is different, but you know, call the police on him, jeez. If he's gonna be a good guy or something like that, I don't know. Next page. Anyway, Andrew wasn't very big. brown or stinky. I have to agree with that 100%. He didn't have long black hair. Like my long hair difference. Anyway. Or 2-point ears that stuck in the hair or tail like a book hog. Exactly. But Andrew just have a loose ball string from his pants, which had apparently been snagged by the sharp edge of the bookshelf. Exactly. Well, if you want to read a lot, all you want to do is just get a library card, so you can borrow books anytime you want. Buddy Bookworm said. Exactly. Okay, Andrew said he wanted to go get a library card. I don't need a library card myself, but I'm not really a library card person. But, however, I really need to address this. I buy books rather than renting books. You know, that's just me. It's a good idea to not get a library card and just say renting cards is a bad idea. For me, at least. Next page. Anyway, wasn't that fun though, Dad? Sorry about that, everyone. But anyway. Felt like we were chasing an actual book hog, Little Ricky said. Yep, reading a book can make it feel like an adventure, okay? You know, you can check that book out if you like. Miss Tickety-Toc said as you grab the book hog book from the pile of books in the ground. All you need is a library card. Exactly. Really, Dad? I can really borrow it? Well, Ricky said in excitement. Yep. But Dad, you never found the book you wanted. Well, Ricky said. After here it is, Miss Tickety-Toc said as he grabbed it from the pile of books he saw on the floor. The book is for you. Jeez. Cool. Is that a book about superheroes? Just like my video game. Ricky said excited. Now, I'm looking forward to this. You know, I really have the time to see who have Devon written the whole entire book and see how much it saves him. You know, that's just me. And see how it works out the way it used to be. And, this is the end of the book. I don't know. 39. And then, Mr. Tickety-Toc is not like you to come to the library without getting some books. But as I said, well, after we caught a so-called book hog, I grabbed a couple, and they look so good to read. Mr. Tickety-Toc said, "Here's my library card." "Hey, Dad, you're not a book hog, are you?" asked little Ricky jokingly. "No, I just love to read." The end. There you go. That's all it is to it with the book. So, there you go. It's just plain simple. You know, that's just me. So that was Mr. Tickety-Toc. It's time to read. What I think about this book? I think it was amazing. So far, this book was a success. That was Bedtime Stories, episode number 245. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. The next one's going to be Bedtime Stories, episode number 246, which is going to be about Mr. Tickety-Toc and the Magic Library. Written by, illustrated by my friend Devon Miller. Now, excuse me, I get ready to edit this and go to bed. And then, first of all, I want to thank everybody I want to be thankful for wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And of course, I want to edit this project as soon as I'm done. And as soon as I'm done with this, uploads to YouTube. Posting it on, I'm going to have a thumbnail ready. 2 of these ready to go. And I'll probably be done for the rest of the day. Till next time, Sue Joseph Bob is a baby. Get more videos with Sue. 2 minutes out. See ya.